Friends, it gives me immense pleasure to be speaking to you about the National HRD Network's 15th National Conference. This is our national conference, and we in Bangalore chapter are taking on the responsibility of hosting it on your behalf. It's your conference, and therefore, we're really looking forward to you being there. We are trying to make this conference as engaging and as interactive as possible. The design has been reworked to ensure that each one of the delegates who turn up to the conference have an opportunity to share their point of view and make a difference to the outcome of the conference. We are mindful of the fact that when you take time off to come and attend a conference, you would like to add value to yourself. And that's why we are taking pains to create a design that will add professional value to you.
Very good evening to all of you, and Vinita, respected chairperson for the conference and managing director of Britania Industries, Harish, convener, and all our friends from HR. It's absolutely with immense pleasure that I want to take this opportunity to welcome every one of you very personally, very individually, and absolutely delighted that you could all make it. I invite now conference chairperson Vinita, under whose leadership in the whole conference is evolving. So we are eternally grateful to her. Over to you for your.
First of all, welcome, a very warm welcome to all of you in Britania Gardens. Biggest point I believe I made is that HR is too important to be left to the HR people alone. So one of the big differences is going to be that this is not an HR conference attended primarily by HR people. This is, for this to be a success, and here's my request to all of you who are in HR, please make sure that people from your organizations who are heading businesses are equal participants in this conference. They need to know and understand what is happening in the world of people and people development and leadership and competency and so on, for them to be able to demand more and more from you. So I think this conference would be a success if this is a conference attended by business people, of which HR is a function. I think the other big thing is there are going to be a large number of students, and I think this is a great opportunity, to raise the level of expectation and raise the level of performance and delivery as far as the students is concerned. So I think that's going to be the second important component of the conference. The third thing that you will see is that this is not going to be a conference, hopefully by the time all the speakers are confirmed, where only business people are talking to business people. Because you know what? At the end of the day, it gets very boring. I think we who spend our lives in business can learn a lot from other worlds. So part of the mix of speakers is also going to be more eclectic. And I think the drive in all of this change is how do you navigate in an environment where there is complexity and ambiguity, and how do you actually deliver a level of excellence in that environment. And a large part of the focus in many of the sessions is about delivering excellence. It is about increasing the bar in terms of our own expectations. And I think that calls upon HR people to really think hard about how do we take people and create a context around them or give them the space to do their best work, so that at the end of the day, what we are creating is not mediocrity, what we are accepting is not mediocrity, but what we are creating is a level of excellence. And I think that is what is demanding, that is what is a challenge, and hopefully that is going to be very much an integral part of this conference. So those are some of the thoughts that have gone into creating the agenda, into creating the sessions, not just during the day, but also some sessions in the evening. And I think that energy, I guess, reflected in all of you to begin with, and certainly in the people that you will help get to the conference, should really determine the success of this conference. So thank you very much.
We are calling this in some terms the launch of the conference. Give you an overview of the conference as it has emerged so far. Speakers, Vinitha spoke about it. Very few HR. We really are trying to get a different gamut of speakers. Entrepreneurs, business leaders, people who are trying to build a new educational environment, people who are thought leaders in terms of where is HR going, government, people who are trying to make accountability happen in the government, people who are trying to change the fundamental building blocks of education in our country. We are trying to gather speakers from different forums. We are wanting to get people who run the NGOs. We are wanting to get people who actually are iconic artists and sportspersons. So that's the gamut of speakers that we are trying to gather for this conference. What are the kind of topics that we are discussing here? It's not about HR, things about performance management systems or compensation. These are the kind of topics that we are trying to discuss there. They are people issues, and business people are as much interested and responsible for this as HR folks are. So that's the kind of level at which we are trying to pitch the discussion. The deep down HR capability stuff comes in the pre-conference stuff, and I'll speak about it in a moment. The pre-conference workshop is going to be led by these service providing organizations. They are consulting firms, they are service providing organizations, and the brief to them is, how can you help build capability in HR professionals? Can you move the bar up? Can you bring us the latest thinking on this in the world? And all these service providing organizations are bringing in their best resource from across the world to come and run these sessions. And that's going to happen a day before the conference, on the 16th and on the 17th morning. And the idea is HR professionals who attend this get and derive value for themselves professionally. And that's not going to happen in the conference. The conference is slightly macro, it's addressing the bigger issues. If you're looking for functional competence, that's going to come out of the pre-conference workshops. And the biggest thing is, every delegate to the conference has a free attendance to any one of these workshops. The Young Thought Leader Contest is a national contest. Anybody under the age of 35 working in an organization can participate, not just HR professionals. And the topic is, what are your views, experiences, ideas, and imaginations of how people practices can be more effective? So it's a very wide canvas that we have thrown to them. And we want to listen and hear to them as to what their thoughts and ideas are. And we are going to pick up 12 finalists from across the many that will write in their papers. And we want to get the 12 finalists to Bangalore the day before the conference. And they will engage with a jury wherein the winners will be decided. And like I said, the winners will get a platform in the conference. They will get an opportunity to speak in the conference where many more can listen to them. And there are already talks about chapters saying that, please tell me who those finalists are. We would like to invite them to our chapters to talk to our members. Because listening to young professionals and their thoughts is something that we don't do often. But here is a beginning that we're making. This is the HR showcase. And we're really asking companies saying that, are you proud of something? Please tell us. And the way this works is, the showcase is going to present 50 top practices, and we will have winners out of that. And that is something that we want to publish. The 50 high impact practice is a publication that we want to bring out, so that many more who don't attend the conference will also have the benefit of reading about it. We spoke about the Make Your Own conference. This is about anybody, any topic of relevance to HR, people, and performance and accountability, excellence in organization. And the last one I spoke about, the LSIP. It's a co-creation stuff, and it is something we believe will excite and energize everybody who comes to the conference. The student conference, we hope will make a difference in that. There is an online HR service directory which we are wanting to bring up. Today, we don't have an yellow pages for HR services. Everybody goes running around trying to find out who's a good trainer, who can we find for a compensation survey. Excepting the big names, the small timers are never known. And therefore, we said let's bring out an yellow pages, and we will not bring it out as a paper book version. We'll bring it out as an online directory. And therefore, we're inviting people to come and advertise, and they get a full page advertisement in this directory, and the directory is on for a year. So they pay for a year's presence in this directory. And we want to make this directory available on an ongoing basis so people can renew their advertisement into this. And this will be available on the NHRD website. So anybody anywhere actually goes there, serves, finds out who are the service providers available, and then gets into connect. So we believe that this is something which will also help us generate some amount of funds for the conference. The other one is really the exhibition. The service providers, again, many of them want the opportunity to show and tell about their services. So we're creating an exhibition stall where they can engage with the delegates over the period of the conference, and it's an opportunity that's available for them to be there, present, and interact. And all these prices that we have put down here are normal prices. Until 31st of October, they're all being given at a discount. So service providers that you may know who are interested and willing and keen to sort of be known amongst the delegates and also amongst the wider fraternity of people who might be sourcing the services, please do share this information with them, and we'd love to have some of them participate both in the exhibition and in the online service directory. Finally, to attend this workshop, this conference, what's the fee that it takes? We have again made a difference. We have cut back the fees from what it was in the last 2 years. We said we want to deliver value for money. It's not the money that people pay that's going to make it. We said we'll find the sponsors to support us, and we'll cut back on the cost of delegate fee. And it has been reduced to 2008 levels. That's the level at which the fees were in 2008. 9, 10, and 11 was higher than this, but we have cut back to that. And if you look at the profile of people, we're looking at students, we're looking at overseas, and we're looking at business people. And there is a bulk booking which we are saying. So we're not just waiting for the CHRO and the HR manager from the company to come. We would like them to bring a couple of business leaders along with them. And that's why the bulk booking discount that we're offering, because we'd like a team from every company to come and participate in this conference. Thank you very much. Friends, please be there from the 16th to the 19th of November. For the 16th and 17th, we have pre-conference workshops which are meant to add professional value to you. And on the 17th, we have the showcase, the HR showcase, which is trying to bring together the most impactful HR practice so that you can learn and emulate the same in your organization. And during the conference, we have a whole host of speakers, great thought leaders, Dave Ulrich, Ed Lawler. We have successful business people who have achieved great heights. And we have government functionaries who are making the policies for the fundamental shifts and change in our human capital endeavor. And most importantly, youngsters, and we want to listen to their point of view. And therefore, this is a conference from all walks of life. This is not a conference for just HR people. We want the HR folks along with their business partners to attend this conference. For I don't have to tell you, the change, if it needs to be brought about, has to be a joint effort between all those who are responsible for people in organization. And I look forward to welcoming you all to the 15th National Conference at Bangalore between 17th and 19th of November. Please join us there. Looking forward to that. Cheers.